All right, so we're continuing on our little education on how to identify where to find the stamps on your jewelry items, trying to identify if they're real or not. So the last one I have here is rings, and I'm going to use my own rings as an example. Um, Most of the time, it's going to be on the inside shank. But the tricky thing is that sometimes it's actually some old European ones, it's actually on the outside of the shank, which is ridiculous because that's most wear and tear is on the outside of the shank. But I've seen it a few times, not too many, but it's really aggravating. And then they put the stamp in the middle. Like, that's where you size things. So you're going to take the stamp out. It's very annoying for a jeweler, I'll tell you. Um, so this one, it's two separate rings that have been soldered together. So I'm looking at it, and each ring actually does have a carat stamp in there. And it has a nice little engraving in there. And that's for me to know and you to maybe find out someday what my engraving is from my lovely husband. Um, but they both do definitely have a carat stamp in there. Um, this one, there's so much engraving, we couldn't even put sands in there. It's kind of cute. This one is a new ring. I got this blue and white diamond one. I wear it all the time. But this one definitely has a carat stamp in there. It's kind of, I don't think you could probably see, but it has these really intricate galleries, I guess you would call those. So the stamp is a little bit lower on it. Ah, there it finally is. Yes. So it actually does have the manufacturer mark and the 14 karat stamp mark as well. I actually have this old spoon ring. I didn't even realize I had this ring. Um, a lot of times the if it was sterling is cut off and it's like maybe it's closer to the fork or the spoon part of it and that just gets cut off and they're not going to restamp it. But this one does happen to have the word sterling, the original stamping in there, sterling. And even, I can't, it's Oneida. All right. It was a little tarnished. I really need to probably clean it. But that's where you're going to find the stamps on rings. I mean, it seems obvious, but sometimes what's not obvious is that when these manufacturers put 14 karat HGE, and they have these letters, and you're thinking it's a manufacturer's mark. No, it's heavy gold electroplate. And it's, I don't know. We're all a little skeptical these days, but I hate when they have these little sneaky ways of making you think it's 14 karat, 12 karat, 10 karat. And so if you ever do have a question, hey, is this thing gold? Because it says 14 karat on it, I can tell you right away if it's gold or not. We have acid tests at work that we can show, we can test it for you and stuff. If you do have like a big bundle, you definitely want to make an appointment with us or with a local jeweler. Obviously, not everyone is our customer. But, an individual store is going to be able to service you and let you know a lot more information than the big chain stores. I'm not knocking any of the K's and all of that stuff. They do a fine job, but most of your independent jewelers are really going to know what they're talking about and help you. If they're nasty to you, just move on to the next person. And we are willing and happy to help you. So give us a call if you have any questions, and we will see you soon. Take care. Thanks, everyone.